It's Doug Gottlieb Show here at Fox Sports Radio, live in Miami, just off South Beach, and no one knows this area better than a hometown kid who, of course, is the talk of the NFL. Where will he play next? A franchise quarterback in his own right. He's Teddy Bridgewater. He joins us here on Fox Sports Radio. Miami Senior High School is like a driver away from here, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know I'm a hoop guy. Miami Senior High School, I had a buddy who played at Indiana. I know the coaches there. You went to, Miami Northwest, right?
Yeah, Miami Northwest.
How far is that from here?
About 15 minutes. 15 minutes north.
Was Senior any good? Miami Senior High School when you were playing?
No.
You dusted him?
Yeah. In football?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't play them in football. They're in a different district class.
15 minutes away?
Yeah. It's crazy out here, man.
Okay, I know football is crazy out here. Okay, so who were the other guys? When you were coming out of high school, okay, before you went to Louisville, who were the other guys that were playing locally?
Played against Devontae Freeman twice a year. Him, John Miller, who plays guard for the Bengals. Charles Gaines used to play corner for the Cleveland Browns. They were all on that same team. Played against Duke Johnson, Quentin Dunbar at Booker T. Duke went to Miami Norland. Alan Hearns played at Carroll City. Olivier Vernon played at American, I believe.
There's just dudes.
Just dudes everywhere.
Dudes everywhere. And I would guess it's like this in high school football. I think it's like when you just there's a guy oh yeah, that guy he's going. I don't know if you thought everybody's going to play in the league, but you know they're going to be big time college players.
Definitely, man. I thought the entire Miami Central team was going to make it to the NFL, and actually about 5 guys from that team did make it to the NFL that I lost to my senior year. Devontae Freeman, Charles Gaines, Carol Phillips. John
They were
Miller.
recruiting. They were recruiting. Illegal inducements and recruiting. You guys did it on the up and Northwest.
Oh man, it was legit. It was legit. Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater joining us on the Doug Gottlieb Show. I've always wanted to ask you this, and I don't know if there's a way to put it. I remember when you hurt your knee.
Yep. And
I remember people's reaction, teammates' reaction, because I know a couple of your teammates at the time, from Kyle Rudolph to others.
Right.
And they just said, look, we all love Teddy. You know, the year before you guys lost in that missed field goal right to Seattle, and you were starting to kind of come into your own.
Right.
To go from that point where there was the thought that you might lose your leg, you wouldn't play football, to this year getting a chance to show that not only you can play, but win in this league, like the win up in Seattle.
Right.
What's that like for you?
Man, it's a great feeling knowing that God is so faithful. You know, even during the times where you may question him, you know, he's always there. He's always going to bring you through whatever you're going through. So I was at one of my lowest points in life, but at the same time, I wasn't at my lowest point because I knew that I was fulfilling my purpose in life. You know, from an athletic standpoint, I was down. You know, I wanted to play. I'm a competitor. And God just presented a new level of competition for me, which was trying to get healthy. So every day was a battle and just a competition to just get better.
Who helped you? Because, as much as you have to be so confident to be the type of athlete you are,
right, there
has to have been somebody who, during your tough times, is like, yo, man, you're going to be okay. Like, you're sitting there in the hospital and you're, woe is me, and football season was starting. Like, that's the worst part was you did it, was like the last practice.
Yeah.
It's literally last practice of training camp. And so now you have to watch a season, and you were immobile. Was there somebody or a group of somebody that helped you?
Yeah, man. It was a group of people, who are very close to me, and there's too many to name. But they know they have a special place in my heart, man, just being by my side. When a ton of people may have turned their backs on me because I wasn't playing anymore or, different reasons. But they were there, and they continue to believe in me. And that's why, when I go out there and play on Sundays, it's for them. Because they're the ones who believed in me. When everyone else lost faith and everything, I still understand that this solid group of people still believe in me no matter what.
For the next 50 years, we'll talk about the Super Bowl teams. This is the unfairness of sports. In the short term, the Saints have lost in remarkably unlucky fashion, right? The last 2 years, right? Both pass interference. I didn't think it should have called pass interference this year. Obviously, everybody thought it should have been called last year. Whatever. The point is, and then you go back to the Minnesota game. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But, I think as we study history, very few times we go back. Dez caught it. We very seldom do we go back and look at those games.
Right.
We just say, hey, this team won the Super Bowl. They were the best. They were the best team. What's that been like to be a part of? Because from where New Orleans was before you got there, a couple years before, where they couldn't stop anybody defensively,
right,
and it looked like Drew was going to go out as a non-playoff, and they finally, to being so good and so close, but having it ripped away from you in the last play, or next to, a couple of plays in overtime. What's that been like to be part of?
Man, it's been difficult to deal with. Just understanding that, you work so hard to get to this point, and to lose it, the way we've lost the last 2 years, and it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It takes a little time to get over, but I understand that you can't dwell on something for too long.
Yeah.
You have to, prepare yourself for what's next, and that's the mindset.
Great. I'm glad you brought it there. What is next?
Well, right now, what's next is going to continue to do more interviews. Out here representing Panini America Trading Cards, and got a skills clinic coming up Friday at Miami Central. So
wait, Central not doing it Northwest?
Yeah, man, I'm not too excited about that, man. We're going to the rival school.
Yes,
but it'll be a good environment, good atmosphere.
Okay, so but just obviously you can't tell me where you're going, whatever. It is interesting though that last year you could have been a starting quarterback, right? Like the teams wanted you to be a starter, and you chose to be, I think, the highest paid backup in the league, and you got opportunities this year.
Right.
Why? Why did you make that decision?
Just at the time, I didn't want to make a decision with my heart. I'm a local guy. I'm from Miami.
Yeah.
I love Miami, but at the same time, I'm a businessman, and I make decisions with my mind, and I think things through rationally. And I just felt like New Orleans was the best place at the time for me to just continue to grow as a player. I was 26 years old, still have a lot of football left in me, so I told myself, man, if I go back to New Orleans, I can continue to just be that sponge and just soak up the game from Drew, from Sean, and that quarterback room, that offensive staff, and be a part of something special. Because the way we lost the year before to the Rams, you just wanted to come back and be a part of that environment again. And I had the opportunity to play 5 games this year,
and play great, right? I was sitting there, and I have like 2 friends that are GMs, and both of them like, man, I would love to get my hands on Teddy. They're so lucky to have him. And then you play, and then he's like, see, like a guy's still like, it almost. I wonder how you internally process that, because you did sacrifice a lot in order to sit and learn and get another year, because you do have a lot of football left. But you have to be like, look, that could be me. Right? Like there is that ego. Like you can tell me I sacrificed my ego, but there's still the ego inside you going like, I know I can do this.
Yeah, definitely. That competitor, that drive in me, that
you wouldn't be who you are.
Yeah, my foundation is built on that, and I'm glad I had 5 games to just go out there and prove that I can play this game, and that's been my mindset. Ever since I got back, that I can still play this game at a high level. Okay, so what's going to be, what is the thing you were looking for? Like if you said, if I'm like, how it works in recruiting, like all the coaches are like, man, you got to tell them this what does Teddy Bridgewater, what are the trigger words, and maybe not even, you're smarter than that, right? What does a team have to get you as quarterback? Because a lot of teams need quarterbacks. I just need a nice bike rack for when I ride my bikes to the game. You got to be in a city that you can ride your bike. Hey, I just need a nice bike rack. Dude, you have made yourself, you're an internet meme with the dancing, right? Yeah. And riding the bike. Yeah. So you got to find a city that's a bike-friendly city. Man. Not every city is a bike-friendly city. You're right. New Orleans has been good to me, though. New Orleans has nice commute to the stadium, nice bike ride. So. All right, tomorrow's skills clinic, Miami. Oh, Central High School. Yeah, that's man. Just Miami Central. I'm sure everyone in the world is hitting you up for where the spots, where do I go? Can I just mention your name? Do I know, if you know Teddy Bridgewater, you can cut in line everywhere? Man, something like that, man. But is Lamar's bigger than you here? Is that if you not here? Yes. But if you go about 45 minutes more north, Broward, Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. He's the man. He's the man. But Miami's my territory. Miami's your territory? Yeah. Well, not Miami Beach. Not Miami Beach, right. Not South Beach. You got to go across the bridge a little bit, and Liberty City, Opelika, Miami Gardens, Overtown. That's where the love is. Okay. Now, where's Chad's territory? Chad Johnson? Yeah. Ocho Cinco? Yeah. I mean, we're from the same areas, but you passed him because he's done? I'm the young cat right now, You're the young cat. All right, Teddy Bridgewater, we're all going to be waiting to hear where you're playing next year. In the meantime, congratulations. Take a bow. I'm betting on yourself, and I'm sure you're going to win very, very soon. And thanks for joining us on behalf of Panini. Thank you. Hey, what up? Doug Gottlieb here.
Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Fox Sports Radio. You can catch my show, all the shows on Fox Sports Radio, unique interviews, strong takes, just interesting discussion on the sports topic of the day, of the week, of the month. It's all encompassing. It's everything you need right here on YouTube. Subscribe.